Hey guys, Coach K here from Adonis Athletics. Today I'm going to be discussing the topic of accessories and why they should matter to you. Accessory movements are the secondary or supplemental movements generally placed towards the latter half of your training, following the main or primary movement for the day. In the case of powerlifters, their main movements for the day will consist of either a squat, bench press, and or deadlift, or some form of close variation of these lifts, with their primary focus and goal being to increase their strength and technical proficiency of these particular movements. With that being said, that begs the question, if I want to improve my bench press, should I not just bench press more? Why do I need to do these other accessory movements? Now, to a certain extent, yes. If you keep doing bench press, you're likely to gain some kind of muscular growth and increase in strength, but that will only take you so far. If we use the bench press as an example, it will likely be followed in a program by some type of front delt, pec, or tricep work. Now, why is this the case? Any given compound movement will stimulate strength and hypertrophy gains through all musculature involved. However, how effective the movement is for each individual muscle will vary. As an example, let's say a lifter completed a set of bench press at an RPE of 8. For this individual, let's say their triceps are the limiting factor in either increasing the weight or completing more reps. In this scenario, the triceps are the muscles being brought closest to failure. This means, for the set, the triceps, and therefore the set as a whole, may have felt like an RPE 8, however, the pecs and other musculature involved may have only been worked to a lower RPE, and therefore have had a less significant stimulus. For this lifter, if overall hypertrophy of the musculature involved is the primary goal, then they may benefit from some form of isolated pec work. So the pecs themselves can be brought closer to failure and therefore be given a more sufficient stimulus for growth. If the goal is to increase the lifter's performance on bench press specifically, then they may benefit from added tricep work to bring up this lagging area. Accessory movements can vary between compound and isolation work. They can be something you push to failure, or they may be something you keep quite conservative, with a focus on correct execution of technique. They can be something used to increase muscle hypertrophy or strength, or they can be used to increase the strength and long-term health of connective tissues, such as tendons and ligaments. They may have the intended purpose of correcting imbalances or correcting technical faults in your main lifts. Whatever the reason, your coach will have programmed these accessories for a particular reason and with an intended outcome. So with that being said, sometimes your accessories, they might feel boring or pointless, but they are important and they are there for a reason. And therefore they should be trained with the same focus and intent as all your other lifts.